It's the crime so often kept in the dark, even though on average, one woman a week loses her life. Domestic violence, we say over and over, never again. Sometimes it feels hopeless, but there's a team rewriting the rule book when it comes to tackling the issue.
It's a sadistic intention to harm another individual.
Police.
I mean, they're monsters hiding in plain sight.
Domestic violence doesn't discriminate.
It's the police! Open the door!
I don't care what it is.
Even if it's your brother?
Even if it's my brother.
Bass Hill Police Station in Sydney's southwest, one of the busiest domestic violence teams in the country.
We have confirmed we've got a domestic violence high-risk offender.
It's their job to hunt down those alleged to be the worst of the worst DV offenders.
And then we'll make a convoy and head down to the address.
The group is headed by New South Wales Police Assistant Commissioner Stuart Smith. He's transforming the way his state tackles DV, treating it with the same force as gang crime.
I'm not trying to pull the weeds out, I'm going to mow the lawn.
I mean, we often think the most dangerous place is out on the streets or in a dark alleyway, but it's often behind closed doors.
I've seen this conduct separately, in terrorist and fixated persons. I've seen the conduct in pedophiles that we target. I've seen bikies and organised crime, carry out violence.
So you're seeing in a DV offender the same traits as a terrorist and a pedophile, a bikie?
Because they're hateful intent, they're cunning in nature, they're very brutal.
This DV registry is the control centre for detectives on the road. It's the first of its kind in Australia, bringing together intelligence from police, lawyers and psychologists. It's all about saving lives.
It is a tough job, but, we really see with some of these offenders that their violence is escalating and we've got to take them out.
Detective Inspector Michelle Ritchie and Detective Sergeant Cameron Mitchell have 45 years of experience between them. They've seen it all. This alleged offender we're heading to now, he's been under surveillance, has he?
We've got information that he is potentially at this address and we have the power to force entry.
They're looking for a 31-year-old man. It's alleged he assaulted his former partner and breached his bail conditions. It's tense. If the alleged offender doesn't open the door, police will break it open.
It's the police! Open the door! Police!
Open the door.
He's home with his mum and sister.
Currently under arrest for domestic assault. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
You know, what's hard for me to see is when they go in and mum's there and the sister is there and clearly distressed.
Yeah, and they're often trying to get the offenders to hand themselves in. They know that they're wanted for these offences, but unfortunately sometimes blood's thicker than water.
It's confronting for his twin sister.
I think it's a good thing in a way. I've been through it myself. I'm going to get emotional, with the domestic violence. Thankfully, I'm out of it. This is a result of 26 weeks scar.
Yeah. That's from domestic violence. But that's pretty hard then to see your twin brother
100%.
taken away, accused of domestic violence.
1,000,000%, because and you see it, on the news, it's happening so much, but women are dying. If you've done something, you're going to have to pay the price. I don't care what it is. I've been through it. I told you.
Even if it's your brother?
Even if it's my brother.
Domestic violence destroys everyone close to it. The task force deals with offences from assault, breaching court orders, to the worst of the worst. What makes someone the worst of the worst.
They've committed a psychological trigger offence like strangulation, aggravated sexual offending, kidnapping, attempted murder.
So you're trying to save a victim before they become a statistic?
I think we're running against time in terms of stopping another offender killing another victim.
The numbers are grim. On average, one woman a week is murdered by her current or former partner in Australia. There is still this attitude, isn't there, that it's not our business?
Somebody always knows. I'm disappointed that as a society we still haven't got it.
Back on the road, the calls keep coming. A 33-year-old on the run from police. He's allegedly assaulted his partner and breached his AVO.
Is that you? I'm here first, mate. Police. Put some towels on, mate.
Some give up, some run.
Yes, some hide, and then others, once they know they're done, he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So
He was literally caught with his pants down. As police bring him out of his mother's garage, they make a sad but all too common discovery. He's with the alleged victim.
21,000 breaches a year of AVOs in the population in New South Wales. The offender normalises it. It's just they're beaten into submission. You don't recognise the danger that they're in.
And so security is often a big reason. It might be that idea that, well, I can't feed the kids or put a roof over their heads, so I'll stay even if my life could be in danger.
I can't separate the family business, or I can't move the kids out.
It can seem overwhelming, almost hopeless at times. And for police, there's the added frustration. They lock them up, but the system lets them out.
they're let out by the magistrate and they're back doing the same thing, and you're arresting them the following night, doing exactly what they're not supposed to be doing.
I'm sure Adam and Eve started DV. I think it's that old. In the future, while ever humans have relationships, we're going to be dealing with domestic violence.
When will you say, we've done enough?
When we don't have a DV homicide.
Wouldn't that be the day? No lives lost to domestic violence. It was amazing to see the team in action. It is a big job and it is really tough at times. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, there is help. Call 000 or 1800 RESPECT. That's 1800 737 732.